girl Joyce. Welcome back to another video. For today's video, as read by the title, it is going to be why I till this day still believe that Archie and Betty deserved better. Oh my god. First, I'm just gonna say that I know that I said I was not going to make any more Riverdale videos on my channel, but this video, I was intending on making it since the series ended last year, and I couldn't film that video because A, a bunch of personal things that were happening in my life, B, because I was so mad. I was so mad on how they decided to put Betty, Archie, Veronica, Jughead in a foursome couple just because these writers, they were so scared about the backlash and the fans attacking them, which if they did, it would be all their fault. Like, it's literally because of them that the fandom is so toxic. Bugheads and Varchies, like we were all fighting for years, then come to realize that apparently we shouldn't have been because y'all were planning to put them as a foursome this entire time. If you are new to this channel, hello, my name is Joyce. I do makeup looks, reactions, reviews on TV shows, movies, plot lines, characters, and song covers. And if you stay on this channel, you will not regret one single second. But that is enough said, and without further ado, let's get on. I'm gonna say first that if you're a Bughead, if you're a Varchie, like if till this day you still ship Betty and Jughead and Archie and Veronica, that's fine. I mean, I've made videos on my channel on why I don't like these couples, but if you do and you're gonna come here and be respectful and not hateful and hear me out till the end, I swear, because everything is gonna make sense. You can choose to still ship Bughead for life or Varchie for life. That's your decision. But like I said, if there's gonna be any hate, I'm just gonna report and block you. There's absolutely no reason to hate. Like, at the end of the day, it's all from what I've seen. I'm an analyst. From my opinion, you don't have to agree. I'm gonna first say that I have no respect for Roberto Aguirre-Sacasa. I don't care about his shows, his writing. Like, I cared because it was bad in Riverdale, and it's probably bad in all of his other shows too. I just don't think that anybody should even respect that man. I think that he shouldn't even be allowed to keep writing shows because he truly doesn't give a damn about his fans. In Riverdale, the reason why Bughead is so toxic is literally because of Roberto Aguirre-Sacasa. It's his fault. It's really his fault because he had absolutely no control on whatever was going on in these actors' lives in real life, you know? Like, he should have had more control, honestly. And I'm gonna talk about them later in this video. To just get it out in the open, I have no respect for Roberto Aguirre-Sacasa. There's so many evidence that he has proven to be a bad showrunner with how he treated Vanessa Morgan and how he treated the other black characters from Riverdale. As soon as they started putting Tony as Cheryl's pet in the earlier seasons, I was so mad. As soon as Vanessa Morgan came out and said that she was mistreated and that she didn't want to be just a one-dimensional supporting character to her white lead, I was like, now I'm gonna move on to why I believe that Bughead should have never happened. If you're a Bughead fan and you're gonna hear this part, I know you're gonna be upset, but I have to be realistic. When I finally put the pieces all together, the answer was right in front of our face. It's just these fucking writers and Roberto Aguirre-Sacasa, like, they really took advantage of the fans and the audience just for their own benefit. The reason why I don't think Bughead should have happened is because Jughead and Betty in the comics, they never kissed. In the earlier version of the Archie comics, I'm not talking about the new versions and everything, and even in the new version, I've made a video on Jughead's asexuality and how the show completely destroyed his character and turned him into like this grudgy emo kid who's so serious and solves mysteries and doesn't even know what he's writing about half of the time. He also never should have been the leader of the Serpents. Like, giving that to a 16-year-old, he ends up mutilating someone's arm. So, oh my God, I don't know. And he was terrible. Even in season 3, he treated the Serpents like crap. So that's what I'm saying. Like, he was a terrible leader. It was so stupid, the whole Serpent King thing, just because Lily Reinhardt and Cole Sprouse are dating. So yeah, in the comics, he does not like girls at all. He is pretty distant towards that, and the only female that he really likes is Betty. And I loved how Jughead and Betty were like close friends to the point that they were almost brother and sister, and that Betty could rely on Jughead whenever Archie was, toying around with her feelings, and going out with Veronica and then choose Betty. Like, so great. It was so great that Jughead was there for her in the comics, and he didn't like that Archie was treating Betty like this, and he always thought that Archie should end up with Betty. That's what I wanted in the show, and that's what it should have been. The reason why they kept going that route with Bughead is literally just because Lily Reinhardt and Cole Sprouse were dating in real life. And that sucks, because I'm pretty sure that in real life, of course, they have chemistry, and it's even been proven on the screen that Lily Reinhardt and Cole Sprouse have chemistry. And I'm not saying that they weren't allowed to date. Like, it's your life. The only reason it was kind of hard for me to root for them is because they were working on the show together, and also because the Bughead fandom was really, really toxic during that time when they were dating. That's why I wasn't in real life rooting for their relationship, but I don't have anything against them as people, as individual people. That's why I don't think Bughead should have happened. If they had kept Jughead asexual, I honestly think that the true love story would have been about Betty and Archie, because it should have been. There's the Archie married life version, and Archie, yes, it's true, he ends up with Veronica at first. Like, he chooses Veronica first, but then at the end, he chooses Betty. So yes, it's true, I was happy with how Archie and the fact that they did date in season 1, but the fact that Archie and Veronica, it was literally just about sex the entire time. That's why in the show, I didn't like them. Varchie, I still don't like them till this day. I honestly don't understand why there were people shipping them. That, I will bash on you for that. I'm sorry, but I don't give a damn if they were teenagers, and teenagers, they're hormonal and everything. And it's just such a general stereotype that's not true. That, I was a teenager, and yes, I had I had my hormone moments where I wanted to, have sex and everything, but it's not true. Not all teenagers are all they do is want to just have sex and fuck each other. That's literally how he treated Archie and Veronica. And I know that Archie ended up cheating on Veronica, and that wasn't great as well, but I can't sit there and act like Veronica's a saint too, when I've made a video about her too, and I think she's also a terrible person. Cami Mendes, the actress, absolute gold. Love her. She did a great job. Again, it's not her fault that her character in Riverdale is very unlikable and insufferable. These actors know that. I'm pretty sure they know that too. So I don't know why there are people who are constantly making fun of them and saying, your shoe sucks. They know what they signed up for. They know, okay? Yeah, that's why I don't think Varchie... I don't like Varchie till this day. I liked them in the earlier time, but now I don't. As to why now, I think that Archie and Betty deserved better. It's literally because of their chemistry. Archie and Betty are my favorite couple from any TV show. It's them, number one, and I'm always gonna love them till I die. I think it's really because Lily Reinhardt and KJ Apa, they have amazing chemistry on the screen. You can tell that they really care about each other, and I think it was really evident in the Wicked Little Town reprise. So fucking romantic. Till this day, I sing it. It's just my pride and joy. I love it, especially when like Lily Reinhardt at the end did the goodbye weekend. Oh my god! Sorry. Anyway, I'm just gotta calm down. That's why I am so mad at Roberto, because he knows, like he knew from the beginning that he wanted to put Betty and Archie together. Guys, he's posted so many pictures on like Lily Reinhardt, you know, kissing like a live poster of Archie. You know what that means? That means that his intention was for Archie and Betty to be the ultimate endgame couple in the show. It should have been, because even in the comics, they have such a cute love story. It's so cute how Betty is, you know, like crushing over Archie, and you know, they have this like on and off and on ongoing relationship because he also has feelings for Veronica. The love triangle that we all know between Archie, Betty, and Veronica. It would have been so fitting for them to end up together. I told you guys that was the only reason why I kept watching the show, because of Archie and Betty. And the reason why I'm so attached to them is because Lily Reinhardt and KJ Apa have amazing chemistry on the screen. Every single one of their scenes, except for when, you know, Archie was being groomed by Miss Grundy and he didn't know any better and everything.
I just wanted to say that to the people who said that Archie chose to be with Miss Grundy and that's why he didn't choose Betty, fuck you guys for saying that, because Miss Grundy was a teacher and he was 16 and he didn't know any better. He was a teenager. He was being groomed and preyed on by his predatory teacher, Miss Grundy. So that doesn't count.
Otherwise, every single one of their scenes are so soft, so cute, so real, and Betty is at her happiest. Archie is at his happiest with her. They can rely on each other. They've been best friends since they were kids. They have that love story. They have that build-up. So, of course, it makes sense for them to end up together. And Roberto knew that. But it's because his stupid dumbass, okay, was so obsessed with the fact that Lily Reinhardt and Cole Sprouse were dating in real life, and the show that made the show super popular, and you know, Betty and Jughead became the central front of the show, which that was the biggest mistake they did. That's why the show went to absolute shit after. It's literally because they decided to put Betty and Jughead in the forefront in season 3. I don't give a flying fuck if I get attacked, but it's the truth. We just have to open our eyes and accept it. I guarantee you that if Lily Reinhardt and Cole Sprouse did not date in real life, guarantee you that Archie and Betty would have been the ultimate endgame couple. Guarantee you. Because that's the reason why at the end they didn't put any ships as, like, except for Cheryl and Tony. They didn't put Varchie as the endgame couple, or Bughead as the endgame couple, or Varchie, because they knew they were going to receive some backlash. They knew that the fans were going to be upset. And like I said, this is all because of Roberto. If he just did his job correctly and he didn't focus on how the show became super popular and actually cared about these characters' storylines, I guarantee you the show would have been probably one of the most like respected shows, because it mirrors the Archie comics in a way. Like making Bughead a couple for the entire run of season 3. Hell, making them, Varchie and Bugheads, as the forefront couples for the entire show, promoting them on the posters way too much, was a mistake. Of course that Varchie was never had that chance to be properly explored. It all goes back to Roberto. Roberto ruined the Archie comics for me. Like the best part of my childhood, Roberto ruined that for me. With his stupid live action show Riverdale, which was good in the beginning, and because he's a twisted sexual like freak, okay? And he only gives a damn about how attractive his actors are and not who they are as, you know, like their talents, and pushing them to have to make sure that their characters have storylines that are actually good and not dumb. Because that's the reason why people bash on these actors and say, oh, your acting is so terrible, ha 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 ha. It's literally because Roberto gives these actors characters horrible storylines, and he doesn't give them the opportunity to actually show what they're capable of. For example, Betty, it's because she was dealing with mental illness, and the fact that he decided to make an alter ego version, Dark Betty. I've made a video on that. You can check it out on my channel. Her personality switches off every 5 seconds. 1 minute she's gonna be all princessy and lovey-dovey cute, and then the next minute she's gonna be like,
I'm gonna kill you. You don't know who I am. You know, I exposed the Black Hood, I've caught the Sugar Man, I've caught Clifford Blossom, so consider yourself warned. Don't mess with me, because I'm gonna kill you.
oh my god, Lily Reinhardt is such a talented actress. KJ Apa too, they're all talented. It's Roberto who doesn't give a damn. So that's what I'm trying to say. The people that we should be bashing on are not the actors. It's literally Roberto Aguirre Sacasa. I have no absolute respect. He fucked up one of my favorite couples that I grew up reading, and I've been watching this show since it came out. It came out in 2017, and I was 17 when it came out. So I literally, in a way, like, grew up watching this awful show as well. And I was like, all right, I knew that season 5, season 6, like, the show went to absolute shit. But at least the one thing that kept me going was Betty and Archie. I was like, all right, this is season 7. Like, he knows that this is the last season. He has to make it a little bit, just a little canon. The first few episodes I did enjoy a little bit because it was a little canon, just a little bit, you know. But then, of course, because we all know Roberto, and he only likes to use these actors' talents for his own, like, benefits and sexual fetishes or whatever, okay? And the proof of the pudding that I'm not lying is that Archie was shirtless, like, for the entire run of the show. Archie was mostly shirtless, okay? And using his abs as some sort of superpower against, especially against Hiram. It was so fucking hilarious. Oh my god. Side note, do you guys remember the rocket ship and Edgar flying in a rocket ship? Okay. When I was younger, I didn't know any better, so I thought it was cool, but obviously as an adult, that was probably one of the funniest things that happened in the show. The whole rocket ship, that was so funny. I thought it was a joke, like when Alice mentioned it to Betty, oh yeah, he's gonna take off in his rocket. I thought it was a joke, but oh man, these writers, man. Just wanted to say that, just a little bracket. Going back to Archie and Betty, I'm still mad. I'm really mad. They really deserved better. Archie and Betty are the true endgame of the show. They should have been. And I guarantee you that if they gave the show to a person who actually gives a fuck about his job, like his show, and doesn't just use it and say, oh, at least I'm making a lot of money out of these actors' talents and all blah blah and storylines and characters, I guarantee you that Archie and Betty would have been the endgame couple. They should have been. He should have at least done justice to Archie and Betty, especially knowing that Lily Reinhardt and KJ Apa have such good chemistry. Oh my god, oh my goodness. So yeah, this is it. This is all I wanted to say. For the parents of the show, the only parent that I liked was Nana Rose. Alice, she was a little bit likable in the beginning, but then when she decided to give away Betty's tuition money for college and abandoned her to join the cult, and also did a bunch of horrible things, like left Polly in a mental asylum institution or whatever, didn't give a damn. Like all the things that Alice did afterwards. My god, man. She is also one of the biggest cases of character assassination. And it sucks because I love Machen Amick. I hope I'm saying it right, but I love her so much. I love this actress so much. She's so talented. Oh my god. And another thing that I wanted to talk about that I've noticed is, why the fuck does Roberto like when Machen Amick and Lily Reinhardt are like screaming at each other? Like, I don't know why he likes that so much. It's not entertaining to see that. Like, it just proves how toxic Betty and Alice's relationship is. And it sucks because it shouldn't be like that. And I know some people people are gonna say, oh yeah, it's just for drama, but what is it teaching us in real life? You know, like how are the white people who, you know, relate to having a white mother like that, how are they supposed to relate to that? Even us as blacks too, like how are we supposed to relate to that? You know, he doesn't make the show relatable because guess what? He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He never did. He only cares about himself. Fuck you, Roberto, if you're seeing that. Thank you so much for ruining one of my favorite couples. No, my favorite couple of all time. Thank you. Thank you so much, just because you care more about the backlash. Was, guess what? You would have deserved it. It's your fault. If you knew what you were doing, if you didn't fuck up, if you treated these actors like they were actual human beings and then you respected their talent, guarantee you that there would be no backlash, literally. And these actors wouldn't have the worst reputations, you know? This is my conclusion on why I think Archie and Betty deserve better, and I will always ship them forever, Archie and Betty. So Varchie fans, I just want to know if you guys feel the same way that I do too. I'm pretty sure you guys do as well. I really have to do like a deep dive and an analytic thing. Again, you don't have to agree, you can disagree. Let's be respectful in the comments. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more content. And yeah, that is it. And I will see you guys in my next video. And that's gonna be the last one. That is the last one, but yeah. Goodbye.